Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussette Chatoyant. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
I discovered this cabinet full of old dolls in the caboose.
Old dolls make my skin crawl. Whose were
Yeah,
they?
same
They
here.
belong to Jake's wife, Camille. Jake mentioned them in his letter to his niece.
They could have been Jake's, you know. I mean, they never had a child of their own, right? So maybe after Camille died, he went a little bonkers. Oh, Bess. Hey, I'm just trying to think outside the box here, okay? Something it wouldn't hurt you to do from time to time, little Miss No Imagination.
Uh-oh.
You know, maybe I'll just put this paintbrush down, walk out that door, and let you do this all by yourself. No, you've got to keep painting. If I don't get this done by tomorrow, I'll be grounded for a month.
Grounded
I'm just
for a
kidding about
month?
Your imagination. It's wonderful. You're wonderful. Very,
Very wonderful.
That's more like it.
Oh my gosh, those two are a pair.
Tino Balducci definitely has a thing for Laurie Gerard.
So there's some kind of mutual attraction thing going on between them?
Something's going on between them. I'm not really sure what.
We'll find out. I mean, that's a mystery worth pursuing. To heck with this Jake Hurley stuff. You'd give up the possibility of finding gold for gossip, Bess? For gossip this good? Oh, yeah.
I'll
I
talk
love
to you guys
Bess,
later.
seriously.
We'll be right here. Yeah, washing the paint out of our hair.
Why did they get rid of the two voices? I love these two actresses.
Yes? I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
I'm a good detective, remember?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Bye.
Aww.
I'll be waiting.
Alright, so now that we know the name of the dolls, and we know the name of the company, let's figure it out, shall we? Okay, so the company was called Chaussette Chatoyant. Let's actually... so CH will be Chante Hildegard. Chante Hildegard had that fancy dress. I think that's her, actually. Yeah, it is. Next is AU, which is awful Ursula, right? She had the red... No, she had yellow dress in right here. And next is SS. Sickly Sarah. She has one blue eye and one red eye. That's her. Cool. Next is ET. That's Edna the Terrible. She's the one that says Mama.
Mama.
Whoa, I picked the right one. After her is TE. I think that's the guy with the plaid outfit. Plaid skirt. Okay. Wait, does that mean you're Scottish? Yep, that means you're Scottish. Okay. And then after that is SC. That's the girl with the two left feet. What was it? Sadie Crawford? After that is HA. That's the guy with these. After that is TO. And that's the girl with the lost hair. Missing hair, sorry. YA is Yawning Alice. And I guess we just need to switch these two. Yes! Awesome! What's this? They look beautiful. That must be them. They look so beautiful together. I got to see the sneak preview of what the Unity games would look like with Nancy Drew. It looks really beautiful. It looks a lot better. The only unfortunate thing is... sorry, I saw the sneak peek for Unity of what Nancy Drew would look like. Or not the actual Nancy Drew, but what the Nancy Drew game would look like. And it turns out, I mean, it's really pretty, it's really beautiful, but the walking looks so awkward. And there's no mouse whatsoever, which I'm not surprised considering it's Unity. I played Assassin's Creed, and it is a little bit awkward. And of course, the Unity game for Nancy Drew is obviously going to stick to PC, if not probably PlayStation 4, or even any of the systems. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think I'm now hesitant of what the game is going to be like. Okay, so we're looking for the square. The square is 4, and the duck is 1. That's weird, because I know I had it on 1, didn't I?
With any luck, I just opened the stove in the dining car.
Woo! We didn't need the 8. I am so dumb. Alrighty, I'm excited. Actually, wait, no, let's talk to Tino. Because after talking to Lori, she said something we had to ask him of what happened.
What's going on?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
I'm a detective. You know how it is.
I dumped her, okay?
What?
I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look bad.
Seriously?
Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously.
Wow.
Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
Did you ever tell Lori any of this?
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Take a powder? That is such an old phrase. That is such an old phrase. You know what? Now that we have...
That tool I saw in the caboose. I bet that's what you used to unscrew these bolts.
Yippee doodles. Let's fix them. Okay, so this one's by itself. But there are certain screws where it rotates with others. So let's get the outer ones first, because most likely those are the ones that are Come on, come on.
More pipes to connect.
Whoa, these got 3 colors. Oh, this makes the red move with it. And the red just makes the red move. Okay. But after moving those into place, those should be good. We don't need to move the red or the blue.
Here we go.
There we go. Simple as that. I played Nancy Drew so many times. I played this game so many times, man. Yeah!
What is that?
Holy smokes! Ooh, we can talk to John Gray about that. dude.
What's up?
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm not surprised.
You're not?
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them.
Okay.
And the resulting voltage, called piezoelectricity, is manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of some quirk in the train shape or in the composition of the metals used in its construction.
Right.
It was
okay.
custom built, remember?
Whatever it's called, it was unnerving to say the least.
Take it from me. Old Mother Nature was capable of some pretty scary stuff.
Oh yeah. Take us some creatures in the sea.
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
Nancy's always in trouble.
I'm confused. Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both. What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
True.
Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
No offense, but I don't believe you.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Well,
I
I'll catch
know.
you later.
Come back anytime. What's up?
I'll let you get back to work.
I guess it's
Take
later.
care.
There's actually something really cool that happens during the game, and I'm not gonna spoil it though. All right, so let's see, what else can we do? Kind of already spacing now. We do need. Oh wait, I almost forgot. It looks so pretty together.
Hey, Nancy,
What's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
you found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose, and as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori, you got the letter with all the clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are
You
you kidding?
bet.
You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah,
Right.
he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
Come on, now that's even rude.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location.
True.
Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
Ahead of the game. Nice way. Nicely done, her interactive.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her. I found a diagram for some kind of contraption that Jake designed, but to operate it you need his pickaxe and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her!
Show her what?
That old picture we found!
Okay.
What are you guys talking
We
about?
found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe
Probably.
it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
See you in a bit.
Sounds good.
So I guess there's still some things we can do. Oh, that's right. No, wait. Before we look at the stove, let's talk to her. Charlena.
Yes?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words,
The end.
Everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
I concur.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives.
Thank you.
Is that all, dear?
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Where was he from?
East Coast, Philadelphia, I think. His parents were British aristocrats.
I did not know that.
Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
Cool.
So he went west and became a miner?
All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
I'd imagine so.
Did you know that Laurie wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Do you think she could do it?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
Aw.
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log on to my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
I should
Probably
get
right.
going.
All right, then.
Alright, let's see. I think there's a few other things we can do before looking at that stove. I think. Let me check. That must be Jake. Ooh, there's Ruth. She's pretty. Ruth Kensington sounds like such a snobbish name. I can kind of see her in high society.
Sup?
Thanks for the chat.
Goodbye.
Bye. Alright, alright. Alright. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I can't think of something better.
Whoa! Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
Great.
The question is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Laurie.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
What did the engineer say?
He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Laurie showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
I'd imagine so. Being on a deadline puts you on a lot of pressure.
There's no way Laurie could have thrown the brake, unless she had someone else do it.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah,
Come on, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
I actually think, no wait, I actually know that there is a way of playing the game and not having that scene activated. Which I think is pretty cool. Wrong. There we go.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
That's right. You can read it if you want.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look. I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in pans under the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
That's
You
harsh.
don't think there's anything helpful in there?
Nada.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
You're so mean.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can ya?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
But couldn't someone else have dropped that thermometer?
Please. Who's the top cop here, huh?
Nancy.
Who's the world-famous detective?
Nancy.
You? I know what I'm doing, sweetheart. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
It's been great talking to you.
Anything for a fellow detective.
No, you are not a detective. You are a jerk. Alright, so unfortunately I'm out of time. I am gonna have to talk to you all later. The next video will be of interviewing John Gray about the break. Oh my gosh, my head hurts. Okay, so that is actually it. I will probably do more recording, probably either Sunday or Monday. Wait, no, you guys aren't. I'll probably get up some more footage later on in the week. If not, I will probably get to Secret of the Old Clock if it is repaired by then. So I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! Can't think straight. Oops, don't do that.